I did not yell. I did give a few. What the hell are you doing? I did give a few of them.
We know you a busy man, Kobe, so we gonna jump right to it, man.
I'm gonna say Zion Hill.
Dude in a swing?
I'm sick and sick with it. Vision and lift it. Listen, just picture it. Spit and deliver it. The time froze. Undercurrent, how the grind flows. Wrist flicking, said the bezels got a mind blown. You know how to drop beat, everything slow. You know how to drop beats and anything goes. Pull up to the spot, you might see the squad there. Pull up unannounced, then you might see a broad there. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win while you're watching the shot clock. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win. Thanks for watching the shot clock. The shot clock. You catch the shot clock every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
We never getting that $1 million.
Everybody, man. Shot 30 o'clock. We in the building, man. G-Day Hoop Scout. We got the baller plug. We got Rob C, man. It was a busy weekend. Hell of a week, man. But we here, man. Excited. We got a action-packed show for y'all today, man. May have a guest pop on later on, and we just gonna do what we do, man. We're gonna talk crazy, we're gonna talk hoops, we're gonna have fun, gonna have a good time, man. And hopefully this show is able to get y'all through y'all week, man. Got a lot of positive feedback from the We Back episode, season 4, episode 1 last week. A lot of people went back and watched throughout the week. And so, so to those people, man. Also, last week was the most views that we've had for episode, for like the first episode of a new season also, man. So that's big as well, man. We appreciate all the support. Everybody out there, whatever platform you're on, make sure you repost it, you retweet it, you share it, you like it, you love it. If you are on that Twitter side, make sure that if y'all want to get in the conversation and hop up and have y'all comments be posted on the screen, make sure that y'all go over to, the YouTube side, Boss of Heart TV, or also you can go to Facebook at Boss of Heart Scouting Service as well, man. Fellas, what's going on, man? What's good?
I was reposting the show on Twitter out here. That's what I didn't want the people to think I was rude. D King must got a white shirt on with the background because he blended in, looking like Chameleon Man right now. Hey,
I just want boys. I just want boys to just see the background. That's all I want.
Hey, turn up.
That's all I want. I really don't even need to be on this show. I don't need my face.
Hey, boys be front runner.
I don't need my Rob Shut show. Man, don't make me cuss on the internet. Shut up. Just shut up. It's nothing for you to say.
Niggas lose, you don't see them for a whole week or two. Niggas win, they print it like a mother. Nigga, I'm here.
It's week 2.
We'll see when you lose to Kansas State or Iowa State. We'll see when you lose to Iowa State. We know the rap on y'all. Y'all need every year y'all do it. Y'all go to Ames or Kansas somewhere every year before you supposed to go there.
As long as they win the Red River Shootout, they can have that one loss. It's still gonna be good enough to get you to the Big 12 championship game, right? Come on, hey, don't be a fanatic. Don't be a fanatic,
bro. The Big 12. No. Let's be truthful though. Let's be truthful though. The Big 12 is not good.
Championship game.
Big 12 is not good. He be doing all that capping about. Hey, didn't the Big 12? Didn't they get smacked last year in the national Didn't the Big 12 team play Georgia last year and get ran out?
We talking about this week, bro.
Oh, okay. The Negroes that won the Big 12.
I'm so tired. Why are we living in the past?
You need to go back and look at
us
Twitter.
as black people.
No, you need to go back and look at Twitter. This man said the Big 12 is better than the SEC.
Okay, that's
no, I did not. No, I did not. I didn't. And see, those weren't my words.
Nah, I'm a realist.
No.
I'm a realist.
12 just beat up on the Big 12, bro.
Listen to me. All I'm saying, my reasoning is the SEC is not all they hype it up to be. If you got two teams that are in national contention every year, that doesn't have shit to do with the rest of your league.
First of all, that's not good for you to say anyway.
Why?
LSU is not a national team.
They won a national championship 4 years ago. We're talking about consistently. I'm talking about consistently in the running.
When the last time a team from your league won a national championship?
Dry ass finger down out my face.
When the last time a team from your league won a national championship? When the last time a team from your league won a national championship? So that's
but guess what? So what you're saying is what you're saying
teams from the SEC that won in the last 4 years.
Okay, right. That's one team. That's one team winning. This is what I'm saying. All right, just because you got the national champion, that means you got the best league. That automatically make you the best league.
Yes.
Big 12 is the best.
Bro, it's like 5 teams
in the country.
It's like 5 teams. It's like 5 teams in the SEC that can win. It's like 5 teams in the SEC that can win the Big 12 in football. Like 5.
Like how can you say, are they gonna automatically go there and win the Big 12? How? Based off of what? Based off of what? Just because you say that? What? No, there aren't. There aren't. Happens? Listen, the Big 10 have 2 niggas in the Final Four every year.
Y'all don't have no defense in the Big 12. Y'all win all y'all games with shootouts.
Didn't we just put up 30 points? Didn't we just put up 30 for however many freaking points on the SEC defense? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
Both of y'all are horrible on the Big 12.
You gonna go to the college football playoffs?
But this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. Hold on. This was my whole thing. I never said the Big 12 was better. I never said any of that. I just said that SEC hype shit is nothing but what the media has told y'all, that that's the best football league in the damn country, because they have 2 good games. They have 2 good teams every year. You have 2. That's 2 out of fucking 20. Y'all got 2 divisions. That's 20 teams.
Bro, A&M be good. Ole Miss be good.
Hey,
Florida ain't been good since Tebow was down there baptizing niggas in the Tallahassee.
Forgot about that, buddy.
They left because of money. That don't mean you're good just because you got money.
You're leaving to come to the SEC. You're leaving.
It ain't because the league is the
come
best.
To the SEC. A&M left to come to the SEC. Oklahoma is coming to the SEC.
You are a idiot. You know what's the
You're not going to be good when you get there, though. You're a mediocre team.
Niggas. Bro, we're not good. We're not good. Look,
Texas mediocre out here, my boy.
Hold on now. Texas.
Let's not get beside ourselves.
You're talking about Texas like they've been good in the last 5 years, D-King.
You haven't been good in the last 5
years. You sound like an idiot.
Never been good.
Texas Longhorns haven't been good in the last 5 years.
But guess what?
You haven't won. You haven't won anything. You haven't won. You sound like an idiot.
Whatever dude that went to Texas and played football that took your girl in high school or college, I hope someday you find it in your heart to forgive him. All right, I really hope you do. But as of right now, you keep talking about the past.
Straight, homeboy. Don't let these glasses fool you. A nigga ain't never took nothing that I had ever, homeboy. I'm from 5th Ward. A nigga ain't never took nothing I had. Trust me.
So now,
trust me.
So look,
don't get me started on episode 2.
I see what you do.
Nigga ain't never took nothing I had.
You like to
trust me. I did the taking if I wanted.
Yeah, you like to.
Let's get that straight.
You like to
get that straight, homeboy.
You like to claim a conference.
Ask about me.
You like to claim the neighborhood. Just because you from a neighborhood don't mean you can't get robbed. I mean, you can't get robbed because you from Fifth Ward. Niggas from Fifth Ward get robbed every day.
Like I
get
said,
snatched.
A
all
Negro
kinds of shit. What that mean? That mean you immune? What y'all had in your water?
Never took nothing that I had. I did the taking. If I wanted.
Well, I've definitely had a few.
Ain't nobody never took nothing from me, athlete or not. Yeah. Let's get the record straight on that. D-King, whatever you sipping in that cup. You sounding real unintelligent right now. Talk about some damn
little cherry lime, man. You got a lot of hate in your heart for
move on, man.
For a middle of the pack as SEC team.
Move on, man. No, it was a good win, man. You ain't been your team ain't been better than my team. Let's get that straight. In football, in college football, the last 5 years. Let's look that up. We went to the Sugar Bowl. When the last time y'all went? I'll wait.
When we beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, what was that? 3 years ago? Is that what you're talking about? You talking about when we beat Georgia in the Super Bowl?
I just want you to show up on your Twitter next year when y'all come to the SEC and lose to Missouri. I want you to keep that same energy. When you come to the SEC and lose to Missouri or Vanderbilt smack you, like y'all prone to lose to Kansas and Iowa State. We've seen those losses before.
We are not coming to the SEC to lose the Vanderbilt.
UT takes a 31-30 loss.
Listen, it ain't looking good for the SEC.
Say what again?
Not looking good for the SEC, the best league in the country.
Florida State sound like to me.
Florida State smacked up LSU. Texas winning the Tuscaloosa with a white chair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't care, but I don't know nothing about 5 years ago. I don't know what I did 5 years ago. I don't know what I did 5 years ago. I know what I did.
That's a great win.
I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
That's why you don't know where you're going because you don't know where you came from. That's why you don't know where you're going because you don't remember where you came from. That's why. You don't remember where you came from. That's why you don't know where you're going, brother. Yeah. Hey, you ever notice? Remember where you came from.
Hey, you ever notice airplanes don't have rearview mirrors? You ever notice that? I've never seen somebody act like this when I've never seen somebody act like this when another man has some success. That's crazy. We as a people, we gotta do better. Hey, nobody, y'all don't. It hurts you to see me happy.
What's the first thing that you said? Hey,
y'all play Jack Yates
right?
High
But
School.
when I text him, I say my team 2-0. Y'all beat Mercer in the CUSA team.
Mercer play football. I didn't even know that.
That's an oxymoron he making. That's an oxymoronic statement he's saying, bro. We
so
beat a ranked team on the road. He can't give no props.
All wins are equal.
CUSA team.
All wins are equel
in the National Football League.
It's a win.
But guess what?
If we would have lost to Mercer,
we're not talking about that.
So what you would have said? You would have said we were sorry.
Wouldn't that make y'all sorry?
Hey, that was a great win for y'all on the road. It's gonna do wonders for y'all. It's gonna do wonders for y'all recruitment. Yeah.
Talk about it, Rob. That NIL.
Jacoby, I don't know why you talking in the comments. You should just be quiet, Jacoby.
Yeah, Jacoby. Hey, see you week 3, my boy. See, if Derek Carr still throwing the ball into the ground.
Said Queen Latifah singing the national.
Say, bro, in some white Gucci, in a white Gucci suit.
I see. What's up, guys? Where's G-Day go?
Oh, like
I don't know where he went to. He texting in the group chat talking about
they couldn't get Rihanna.
He said
they couldn't afford Rihanna. That's what it was. Couldn't get Alicia Keys.
They in New York.
It's September the 11th. First time I think the Giants played on TV for September 11th. for the Sunday night game in a minute.
Wait, it's September the 11th? But it's the 10th.
Well, it's their September the 11th game. I apologize.
Oh. Yeah, we done ran G that off.
Meanwhile,
hey,
if the
but
Jets win tomorrow, I'm playing the lottery. The Jets win tomorrow.
I'm unbearable if the Jets win tomorrow. I got Sauce Gardner memes on deck. On deck.
I got a few myself.
Rob, don't be mad at me. Hey, it's a business.
Hey, kid.
It's a business, Rob.
I'm just in my I'm just laid up. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at no.
No, he definitely upset with me.
When my team he beat, Alabama.
Hey, I need Saquon. Hey, y'all, come on. Y'all get with me. I need Saquon to rush for 80 yards tonight. I know he got
That's all you need to win your league.
And by the way, too, your ass be your behind be getting so lucky on fantasy football, bro.
Oh, what if I just know what?
Y'all winning by 10? Bro, y'all was struggling with the Titans. And y'all got to come to Lambeau? Y'all winning by 10? Jacoby, put something on it.
Huh?
Nah, put something on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just need 70. I need 70 from old Saquon.
Hey, and Gary don't even bet like that, Jacoby. So I know he.
Rob,
I know he feeling good, Gary.
Rob, he said by 10.
I'll take some of that action.
Hey, speaking of Jumbo Juice, hey, I had me a what they call that joint? The acai bowl with the coconut.
Acai.
Oh, it's an acai on the end. Acai. I had the acai bowl at the airport. That thing fire, boy. Why y'all ain't tell me about that?
It's a little pricey for my liking. For some yogurt.
It was $9.
It's just some spruced up yogurt, my boy. Like,
yeah, but no, it had the smoothie. It had the smoothie on the bottom.
Fancy word that I butchered. Sell you on a dream, like, you know.
No. Look, peep the picture. Look, it had the smoothie on the bottom, right? Then it had the banana, strawberry, blueberries, with the save with the little what was it, like some granola maybe? The shaved coconut on the tip top, then with the honey on it. I ain't have enough honey though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go make my own.
I think we all know what an acai bowl is, my boy.
Oh, that was my first one. My bad.
Like, but it's multiple out there. Like, I just think it's just the overdone like yogurt bowl. Like, it's cool. I ain't mad.
My bad, dog. Man, you know what, man? We don't like nothing on here, man.
I ain't say that. I'm not a yogurt fan. Is
this really Tazi or is somebody else?
I tried to ignore it when he said it. You know.
Let's go. Hey, it's looking good,
bro.
Wait, hold on. G-Day can't get on his own show?
Well, no.
He said I can't get on the sofa now. It won't let me on. Hey, man, we can't make this stuff up, man.
Right now, but if I gotta be, come on. All right, y'all. All right. Hey, all right. Let's go to overreactions. That Team USA lost against Canada is blank, blank, blank.
That's not an overreaction. A goddamn shame.
Hey.
Okay. Rob. Dylan Brooks had 39.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, let's have an overreaction moment. Canada beating Team USA today is blank, blank, blank.
I said it's a damn shame.
Oh,
and I'll tell you what's even worse. 5 dudes out rebounding JJJ. This man in the NBA had averaged 2.9 rebounds for the whole World Cup. That is terrible. That is terrible, bro.
I'm very disappointed in.
I thought Gilbert Arenas was tripping when he said this was an F squad. This is really an F squad. This is really the F squad, bro.
It was bad. It was poorly put together. I mean, it was dudes that played on a select team, right? It was dudes played on a select team. I think could have helped.
I would.
I really think so. I think some of them dudes that they had could have helped this squad.
Yeah. What? Bro, and I don't want to sound biased when I say this, but they was talking about Austin Reeves. Chris Hines said this earlier today. Everybody's game plan was to attack Austin Reeves defensively. Everybody's world game plan was to go right at that dude, but that's the dude they trying to hype up and make like he the next savior of the team. He ain't got no lick of defense.
But you know why they did that? All right, if we know that's the case, and this is what I was talking about this in a group with my boys. If that's the case, why are we still switching everything defensively? That makes no sense. They threw nothing different at ball screens against Germany. Nothing different. They switched every single screen. Like, why are we not doing anything? Why are we not squeezing it? Why are we not icing it? Like, we're not doing anything. We're just sitting there and we like, dang, Austin, man, try your best. I'll take his ass out.
So you're saying the squad was capable, the coaching was suspect?
I just know it could have been better. I just felt like there was a lack of adjustments for whatever reason. But the other international coaches, the other teams, like they did stuff different. Like they started trapping Anthony Edwards on Germany started trapping Anthony Edwards on the ball screens. He had to get off of it 3 or 4 times. You know, like they did stuff different. We just continue to do the same damn thing.
Hey, that's a wild phrase you typed out, Mr. Dudes. That, like, considering what Zion just went through in the last couple of months, that is a very, very wild phrase you typed out.
All right, man. Hey, suspend him. G-Day, you snoring in the mic, dog.
This dude come back up like
man, I'm mad at man. I don't know what just happened. It said it kicked me out. Said you cannot come back in the show.
Yeah. Well, we weren't doing
it. They probably thought you the one that said coconut on the tippy top.
Man.
Who said that?
Man, y'all was doing a really good job. I was watching, but we got a guest. I want to get on here real quick, man. He's not a stranger to the show.
We got a guest?
Yeah, man. He's not a stranger to the show or nothing. He's not a stranger to the show, man.
Hey, man. What's
my guy, Coach Stewart, man. What's going on, Coach? Man, how you doing?
I'm good. Stewart.
Oh, I know.
What's up, man?
What's up, Coach Stewart? You good?
I'm good, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, man.
I just wanted to give y'all a shout out. I'm over here in the gym. There's a new gym in the Tascasita area. It's called Explosive Athletics. You know, it's real nice. It's probably about 2 months old.
I can't hear D King or Coach Stewart. They stuff just spinning on my thing.
Oh, they good to go over here, man. We ain't worried about Rob right now, man.
Keep going, Coach.
But it's a new gym, man. It's Explosive Athletics, and I train out there, and it's a young black lady. Coach KC is her gym. She's very young, man, and anytime we get younger adults and have a dream and open up a gym and trying to do the right things for the community. It's I think that's a good thing. They're so she's led in the right direction. But I kind of wanted to show you guys the gym. I'm in here sweeping it now. I just had training in here.
Show us that good paint job they got in there, Coach.
You see? Hey, oh, you want to see it? Oh, the paint job. Thorough, though. Let me see. Can I flip it?
Turn it around. Turn it around.
Hold on. I don't know if it'll let me flip though.
Oh, there you go. See, yeah, I knew I saw some. Hey, boy, I saw something at the corner of my eye.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good, man. She do a good thing, man. She do Bible study for the youth on Fridays. So this a place, man. This a good sanctuary for kids to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That's big time.
Jumpers on Saturday. I love it.
All right, man. But she do it for the kids. It's open all the time. All you got to do is like get a hold of it. It's called Explosive Athletics. I open it up on Sundays with my own private lessons. My team that I'm forming, Houston Apex, they'll practice in here.
So how do we reach out and contact the owner of this nice facility?
It's under, if you go on her Instagram, it's called Explosive Athletics. And the gym is located off 1960 it's down the street from Atascocita High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Coach Stewart, tell us a little bit about the new venture that you got going on, man.
Well, man, my new venture is, so I started out training kids and I do private lessons, and I ain't trying to just pub, but off the private lessons, man, it's more than just training. Like, it's putting kids in situations where they can think and raise their IQ. And I don't like girls. I can train them from 3rd grade till they get to college. Hopefully my son will be a pro and I can train him. I can say I train pros.
Hey, that's the bigger picture out here. And you girls. So like, way to get both sides of the spectrum.
Well, and then with my organization, so I eventually, it's new, so I want to grow it to where it has girls as well. But I'm looking past this basketball. I want to dip in every sport, if that makes sense, because I feel like it needs to be someone there that just, like, I know the ins and outs of the grassroots and the high school, and it's a lot. Y'all ask what's wrong with basketball in Houston. Some people ask, well, it's lost in between. It's a big gray area in the middle of stuff, and I want to be in that gray area as a guy in every sport. Right. I like that's my ultimate goal.
I like it. Let me know when you open up your soccer division. I think
it's coming. It's coming. But you know what though? Like I like that, and I want to throw G that he's doing his evaluation thing, right? Well, parents, the parents that I train and stuff, I go to their games and I go evaluate their kids, and it's different because I give them my personal evaluation. So if anybody ever been around me as far as coaching and as far as, I don't sugarcoat on the court. I'm a jerk on the court. I get that. Out in public, we good people, but when we talk about this what I do, this what I've been doing for more than 20 years. This stuff sacred to me, so I'm not gonna give you all the praise. Some people don't like that. Don't sugarcoat it with me.
A lot of people don't like that, Coach. A lot of people.
Yeah, I got to tell you what you're doing wrong, because then that wouldn't make me a coach. I can't give you all the good.
Yes, sir. That's how it's supposed to be.
Hey, man, I don't even give my son the good. I'll be like, yeah, that's cool. That's good. I like when you did this and did that, but I need you to do this and do that. That's different. A lot of people don't hear that stuff, man. I find over and over again that guys they just tell people filler words, if that makes sense, what they want to do. Because they want to be like, I want to keep you, I want to keep that family. I want to keep that kid in my service. For what? I don't care about that. That's not why I'm here.
So what age groups will you be for your AU program?
Well, first I'll start off with 8th and 7th grade, and then in the spring I'll do high school. I don't touch high school right now because I enjoy watching it. If that makes more sense, I enjoy watching it. I enjoy looking at it, and plus I get to go see my son play for college. But I enjoy just watching it. Like I go to girls' games, I go to boys' games, I watch college games. I really don't watch pro games that much. Is that bad to say?
No, it's not bad to say.
Sound like G-Day.
I don't. Yeah,
man, because you don't like y'all was talking about the USA team game. Man, I watched that this morning while I was working out this morning, and I watched the championship game this morning. I was working out. The difference, what y'all was saying, the difference with us and D King say Steve Kerr was not coaching. I think over here, our guys get complacent with all the money, all the high life, all the glory and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then them guys overseas, it's a difference playing for your country overseas than it is playing for America. You can see the passion in it. It's totally different.
Yeah, it's a pride thing.
Yeah. It ain't like we don't have pride. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is we trying to be like, man, I got my million. I ain't worried about that. We need to get some more grimier dudes on the USA team.
I'd have had boys pressing, and I'd have had them running the diamond in Europe out here. Y'all have been looking at me crazy.
Man, but that's what I'm saying.
What is he breaking out in? Like, bro, like, dog, like, first of all, you don't build the team to what you letting skinny wings getting beat up by beer drinking professional 3-point shooters in Europe. And that's not a disrespect to them. I'm just talking about that everybody done played against that dude that hit you with the body. You know, he didn't folded you. But at the same time, if you don't switch right and play perfect, he's gonna knock down that shot at a higher clip than any American kid can. Like we know that, dog. Like, so when I saw the team, I didn't disrespect those players. I just said to myself, we either must gonna just outscore everybody, because it was no like defense there. And I get it, you ain't really have to put no defense on there. But dang, you ain't put like a body. Like, y'all talk about Triple J, that boy was outweighed by what, 60 pounds?
Yeah, he was.
What mouse in the house? The Europeans saw that and said, "Mouse in the house."
Hey man,
Gary, that still ain't no excuse for him to get 2.9 rebounds the whole tournament.
Yes, it is. When you a mouse in the house, it is.
Yeah,
Rob,
no, you can get 5 defensive rebounds in a game.
Rob, when they scooting your little ass out of there because you're not solid, it ain't no choice. They was getting his little ass out of there. Pause.
Gary, he played against bigs in the NBA. He played against Embiid. He played against Jokic. He played against bigs in the NBA. That ain't no excuse.
All of them was in the club except Jokic. And look who went home with the championship. Jokic.
We ain't gonna be doing that.
European bigs against American bigs is not a fair matchup if we keeping it a buck.
Oh, you talking about right? You just saying right now?
Just right now. Okay. No, let's not go overreaction, bro.
No. That's why.
I know what America really is. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna pick a team like that, at least balance the team to it. Go like for like. Okay, I ain't got access to the star pool, but I'm gonna go get me a like for like guy. You got me? That's
all right. A stretch big, they can take it out on the outside more, is what you're saying. Like a passer, a stretch big.
Who would they have gotten though? I'm asking.
It ain't no more.
I mean, I was
true, but let's just say that would have been a LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, that'd have been different.
You know, like We don't think about it. You name me a 4 or 5 that can step out and shoot the 17-footer better than LaMarcus Aldridge and Chris Bosh and Tim Duncan.
Hey, wait. I'm gonna put my boy on here, and I know he they should have put my boy Kenny Lofton Jr. on the USA team.
He at least was tearing up Wemby. You at least know France wasn't gonna be Junior. See, but look, Coach Stewart, Junior ain't lighting the ass. Pause. They not pushing him around. What he gonna do? He gonna make sure you feel him. He gonna hit you with the shit, and it's a bucket. What Triple J gonna do? Triple J ain't got no Junior Lofton bag.
Not at all. Not at all. That's what I'm saying.
Don't Junior got a gold medal?
He do got a gold medal. All right, look. So you saying we didn't want to win the gold medal? That's what you saying?
When you put together a roster like that, you just let me know you took some friends, you took some favors, and then you took some fame, right? You had to get a couple of famous names on the team, and then everything else was like fuck it. So friends, favor, fame, fuck it. That's what Team USA was built upon. No foundation.
He said y'all.
All right, so what you think about Schroeder though? Then what you think about Schroeder? Because his game different in the NBA than it is when he was just playing European ball. To me.
But you saw how that boy Schroeder was talking to the head coach. He thought that boy give me the ball. I'm finna bust him up. Right. And what he go and do? He bust him up.
Yeah.
It is deep. Like Schroeder knew what boys was doing. He knew boys was on the Call of Duty, on the Madden. He playing with them. What the Germans doing? Drinking beer, smoking cigarettes, ready to bang their ass up in the morning.
Yeah, that boy say drinking beer and smoking cigarettes.
I didn't say
what I said, Brooks.
I didn't say he was. But look, let's just look at the body of work of Biggs. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Is that gonna matter next year when we bring
Jokic could have got defensive player of the year?
Is that gonna matter next year when we bring the A squad and run through everybody?
We're not gonna have this conversation. It's just a lot of conversation because we know what the real is.
Wait.
So
no,
for sure.
Who the A squad you putting? Who the A squad though? You just said the A squad. Tell me the A squad.
I mean, you got Booker, you got Durant, you got Paul George, you got Kawhi. I'm just naming names that could possibly be on the team. Anthony Davis.
I don't think that boy Kawhi going, Rob. That boy can't stay.
I'm just naming names in the A group, like the pool that they could pull from.
He's not in the pool. He's not even in the jacuzzi, Rob. He's not in the baby end. He is done. His time for USA basketball is done, bro. So why ain't got no miles for no extra summer basketball, dog?
Anthony Davis don't either, I don't think. Shoot. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
When that 100 million come calling, Team USA don't even get a text message back, bro.
Dean, I don't think Ja Morant gonna make the team because of image issues. I really don't. I really don't think he's gonna make the USA team because of the allegations. Remember when Kobe had those allegations? He ain't make the next team. He didn't come to that next Olympics. It was like 2 years later. Like he didn't
want no PR problems. No.
Yeah, they don't.
Of course.
I can't put Ja Morant on the Wheaties spot.
Can't have little Pookie and Man tearing up foreign consulate stuff out here, my boy. Like,
nah, I get that part.
It was 800 million on that court, and like another 90 million sitting on the bench because Brandon Ingram didn't even get in really. No, it was bad, Brooks. Ain't no excuses. It was bad. Austin Reeves, like Taji said earlier, Austin Reeves was the third best player on that team. So, and I ain't picking on him. I'm just saying because he's better than me at basketball, but still.
I mean,
Austin Reeves the third player on the team.
So let me ask you this: so out of the A team, out of that B team, you saying that's our B team? Which players do you keep?
That's an F team, Mr. Stewart.
My fault. F team,
That's an
C team.
Walker Kessler was on the team. That tell you how deep in the pool they had to dive. He down in the 15-foot pool. Down. He in the 15-foot in.
Right. So is that not a playoff team? They did go. If you put that team in the league, would they not make it to the playoffs?
Hell no.
No, I don't
they
think
can't
so.
Coexist.
No.
You can't have them play 82 games a year. That team?
No.
Those egos, no. No.
The best players in the NBA aren't from America.
I mean, so let's talk about it. You know, there's a difference in being athletic and then having basketball IQ. There's a big difference.
True.
Because athletic dudes, they walk and play every sport. Y'all know them kids. They play every sport. They just not just good at one single sport. But then there's basketball IQ. That's some whole different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball IQ, you can teach it. I can't teach you how to be athletic. I can't teach that. It just don't rub off on you. That's some stuff that's a God's gift.
I ain't gonna lie. For FIBA, I think we should actually just send the best D1 college players and make them go. Because when you got people that got money and now you got to worry about load management, I'm not like it's got to be a better way, right? Like I remember, Jeff Van Gundy coaching the U23s and it being all college guys, and they playing hard as hell because NBA may not be in their future, but USA basketball is a prideful thing for them,
right?
It's got to be a different way because let's just be honest. If you either got beat in the playoffs, didn't make the playoffs, or just came off a championship run, it's hard to get your mind ready for international play. Versus college guys, what college is gonna say, well, as long as you don't get my kid hurt for the season, they're gonna be in shape when they come back. They're gonna actually be a step ahead. So you just gotta figure out a better middle ground.
Hey, Brooks say the college guys get whooped. Didn't the last time I'm trying, I don't know. Didn't we have college guys in the previous USA teams to get medals?
Well, I mean, at least if they lose, at least you're going to say, well, USA developing and we ain't out here trying to figure out if the people in the NBA are a subpar and what isn't Team USA for developmental basketball? When have we only become gold medal or bust? That's that American shit. We've become so gold medal or bust.
Ain't we been gold medal or bust ever since we've been winning since 1976? We've been gold medal or bust.
But that's not the motto and business model of Team USA basketball.
Right.
That's not what
Gary, I love you to death. You like a brother that my mother never had. What's the point of going to go play if we ain't trying to win the gold medal?
No, you're right.
Damn about no development, man. I want to win.
Okay, well, they didn't give a damn about
it. The NBA where you
and they still lost.
And that's your job.
They still lost.
But I'm saying developing the NBA where you get paid $100 million to practice basketball. When you come to USA basketball, bro, come correct. We trying to win the gold. Ain't no working on your 3-pointers and all. Man, there was only one time we didn't win the gold in the Olympics. And then you seen the team they came back with the next time they came.
I'm talking about the Olympics. I'm talking about FIBA and FIBA only.
So should you take so my question is
the Olympics? I'm talking about FIBA.
All right, so
I'm just saying USA basketball as a whole. Go ahead. What you
say? Should we take summer league guys in that's trying to make the league, that's trying to make teams and put them on the USA team because now they got a purpose? To not a purpose, but now it's a bigger goal.
I don't know. Like I said,
I feel like even if you put those guys, that's kind of equal to the college guys.
Yeah.
If you take those guys who's on the cusp of trying to make an NBA roster.
I mean, they said my boy Schroeder, he skipped summer league and went over there and got him a medal, won FIBA. I was in the championship.
He did.
No, he got the MVP too. I mean, no, you're right. But if we send the machine guns over there, we never lose. I feel like USA be playing.
But this man skipped summer league though. He reported to his European team so they can bond and do all that stuff. And look what they got.
Schroeder didn't need summer league.
No, but he didn't. But they talked about how he skipped it in his report though.
I don't know. I just tried to offer up a new solution because obviously the one we got, ain't looking that pretty.
But I don't know. If we had Zion, Trae Young, and all them dudes, we ain't gonna lose. We gonna win. Like, but then Steve Kerr was tripping sometime too, though. He started playing Anthony Edwards.
That's what I kind of want to hint to. Like, I don't really think the roster was that bad to not even medal. Like, I feel like the coaching was a little. I told you we'd have been out here running the diamond.
Hey, Taji, that's true. That's true. Schroeder.
All right, so look, though. So they go to tell you. All right, so look, though. They tell you though you can take them college players, and run some zone, some traps, some press, some diamonds, and go ahead and then. That's what you say. Might as well, huh?
I don't know what you take your 5 best NBA and then your 5 best college and then you into me. I don't know. That's why Gary don't run the FIBA. But what I do know is it's just an overreaction. Like, ain't nobody was sitting at the crib saying, "Oh Lord, NBA is in dire needs." But that's how they be tweeting. So I get it. But next year at the Olympics, USA gonna win by 30, and guess what? We not gonna say nothing about this FIBA team.
Right.
Not gonna remember who was on there.
I just want them to send better players. Stop sending.
Wait, so you
level tactics.
So Anthony Edwards can he be on the? He'll be on the USA team. Think you have him on there?
He
coming off the bench.
I mean, he'll probably come off the bench because I'm sure, like Gary said, Kawhi won't come and some other people. So Anthony Edwards will probably be a role player off the bench. I wouldn't be mad with that.
Yeah.
I think he deserved it. Only reason why he wasn't in the starting lineup because he with Adidas and not Nike, if we just being totally honest. But that's another conversation for another day.
No politics.
Really? Really?
Go look at Gilbert Arenas' podcast about that. He made some very valid points. Anthony Edwards was the best player on the team, right? He was Adidas. They started the tournament here on the bench. For what? What for? Because you wanted 5 dudes with Nikes on? Come on, man. Come on, Gary. I know. I don't talk about the check much.
Kerr, bro. No, you can talk about the check. All I'm saying is that's on Steve Kerr. That's on Steve Kerr, bro.
Hey, man, look.
What you saying?
Political stuff, boy.
Anthony Edwards wear is why he was coming off the bench? Son.
Hey, man, look.
Hey, okay.
Look, I just said.
So you saying if he'd had underarm, what?
Nah, they want the chicks, man. They want the chick. Hey man, look.
You saying the whole lineup was straight Nike, right?
The 5 that they put, I can't remember who started, right? But whoever started, we can all agree that Anthony Edwards was the best player on the team, right? It should have been at no point that he was coming off the bench at all. So, like, I don't get it. Yeah, he skipped USA because he was with unknown. Oh man, next year we'll win.
Hey, you got a point with that. Okay, I give you that one.
Yeah.
But hey, he was on the plane just like everybody else, dog. Hey, I'm gonna tell you how we tell these kids in high school. It ain't about who started, it's about who finished the game.
About who finished. Mm-hmm.
Like, who give a fuck if you the first 5 in the did you finish? Did you play?
Look, that's all fine and dandy, right? That's cool. I'm with it. I don't give a damn what 5 was better to start the game with, and you don't put Anthony Edwards on the floor.
Hey, no, hey, that's not my debate. I didn't say he should have been starting from the get. I get it, but that's why I keep going back to it was the coaching, dog. It was the coaching.
And they think Steve Kerr good. Oh, that's another story for another day.
Hey man, but he had some assistant coach back there too. It ain't like they slouches. They got rings.
Did he listen to him?
That's true.
Did he listen to him?
I mean,
was looking a little frustrated in them social media pictures out here, dog. He was looking a little red.
All right. I'm gonna tell you. I was a long time assistant coach. All right, as a long time assistant coach, I make suggestions to the head coaches in situations and made suggestions. At the end of the day, the head coach gonna say this. I live with we come together and make decisions, but ultimately he's making the decision, and you just gotta live with it. You know what I'm saying? That he in charge, and you do things your way when you in charge, I guess. So if it was
kind of like your boss so hard.
I mean, he shouldn't have slid. My fault. I ain't mean to throw it out there like that though. But look though, that's how it worked though. At the end of the day, with the assistant coaches and head coaches. I mean, I'm gonna give my input and my expertise, but he making the decision at the end of the day. He doing what's best for the program.
Well, that's true. Coach Stewart, man, I know you need to lock up the gym and everything, but before you go, I got 2 questions for you. Just talk a little bit about the group that you had last year. You know, kind of a group of kids that nobody really knew. As 8th graders, and then now them going into their freshman year, you have a lot of teams trying to get them, like for the summer already. So,
man,
just talk about the group and just how you you coached them up, got them to buy in, got them to start loving the game of basketball.
Well, I'll say this: a lot of people look at teams, or they'll look at a team, especially in the Grassroots part, and they want the finished results. They don't want the headaches. You know what I'm saying? They just want that part. They don't know what it takes to get dudes to move in certain ways and come here and go there. And again, they just want the finished product. A lot of my kids were at their middle schools. There were the guys at their middle schools. So, of course, to get guys coming together with different talents at their middle schools, that's kind of hard. The buy-in is, it ain't but one way. It's my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my way. If you want to stay on the floor, all I ask for you to do is play hard for 3 minutes. You can do anything you want. As far as offense, I'm gonna put you in places where you can be successful. But if you're not gonna rebound, if you're not gonna fall on the floor for the ball, and if you're not going to hustle and play hard, then I can't use it. And they all bought in for that. But it all started with their parents too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep a bug with your parents. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it honest with your parents. Some people want their kid to come out here and drop 30. It's AAU. Like, I'm not you not finna drop 30 on every game like that. That's not reality. It's not a reality. Like, they're a good group of kids and they listen. And the main thing is they're coachable. When you got kids that's coachable and the parents listen, then that go a long way. My parents, I talk to them and tell them, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do. Like, I'm not gonna change me to cater to you. Oh, I look, trust me, I tell kids to leave. I tell parents to leave. I done had conversations with parents. Hey man, you need to leave. You need to move around. Because I don't have nothing to lose. That's one thing about me. I don't have nothing to lose. Like, I got 3 sons. One played college ball. I got one about to graduate, Sam Houston, as a senior. He doesn't play college ball, but I got my little one. If he decide to play basketball, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. If he don't decide to play basketball, that's good. Whatever he want to do, that's him. I know what I do. So I don't have nothing to lose when it comes to coaching people. That makes sense?
No, it does.
Yeah, so that's why I'm real nonchalant. I'm not gonna kiss your behind. I'm not, because guess what? When that basketball stop dribbling, and I'm still gonna be me at the end of the day. And I still go home and sleep good. But then, you know, I always tell the kids this though. I'm an asshole out here on the court, but then I'm outside of this, I'm a good person. And then I think that's what makes the kids genuine with it. Like, I come and support them. I come to their games. They know I'm sincere. I check on them. It's not, I see you during AAU season. No, if I see you in the store, I'm gonna talk to you. I ain't like that. But that's why the kids are so, that's what drives them for. That's what makes them want to be a part of what I do.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And go ahead.
I'm sorry. I do have some kids that play for me, and like you said, a lot of people want to go out and get those kids. They don't. Again, they only see the end product from what we beating teams or hanging with teams or whatever we doing. They're not seeing what I actually do. Because I'm not, like I said, I've been doing this for a minute on both sides, the high school, the middle school, scholastics, non-scholastics. So it's a totally different mindset than just we coming out here scrimmaging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kids like structure, and my stuff is highly structured. My practices are, what you get in my practice is what you get when you walk into one of these top high schools around here practice. You're going to get that same, and you're going to get, yeah. So y'all know me, Coach Stewart, talking on this, but I'm totally different when we in practice. I win in practice.
That's how practice should be competitive.
Oh, yeah. If you walk in the gym and your practice ain't competitive, you need to take your son. Because I can go to the park and watch a pickup game.
For free.
Yes, for free. For free. I said son, I mean son and daughter. Because I can walk in the park and watch a pickup game.
And then secondly, for anyone who wants to get a hold of you for like any training session, consulting, a lot of people don't know you do consulting as well.
Yes.
Or, you know, any of that, what's a good number for them to contact you?
Go to my page. I have my page. It's called Instagram. It's the Athletic Solutions. And
okay, the Athletic Solution.
You can DM me from my page. And then we'll go from there. I share my number, but then I get people that play on my phone, and I ain't that one.
No, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Yep. Make sure y'all go.
Yeah,
The Athletic Solution on Instagram. Get in contact. For anything, if you just need some consultation, which direction on to go as far as even I'm talking about college basketball. Just if you just you're stuck with the decision with sports, any of that, need somewhere to train. You need somebody who has a son who's been through the process, so they know as a parent. So coming from a parent to parent consultation, just any of those, make sure that y'all give my guy Coach Stewart a holler, man.
Last thing, it's funny you said that. When you say experience, so I've been there where my son wasn't ranked. I've been there to where my son was making his way. We've been in the transfer portal in college. We've been in the transfer portal in high school because there's one in high school too. I've been through I've been through all that stuff, you know. So I'm not a stranger to it, and I think a lot of times people want someone that's familiar with situations. I've been into the high recruiting part where my phone wouldn't stop ringing. I've been in there where I wanted my phone to ring. So I've been in, and when it comes to basketball, it's a business. It's definitely a business, and it's a lot of patience. And you know, we live in a ready-made microwave society.
Yes, we do.
A lot of people don't want that patience. They don't want it.
Yeah, Coach Stewart, we appreciate you as always, man. Anytime, man. I know you need to close up, lock up the gym, man.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to get on, you already know you're welcome, man. Anytime.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I hate we kicked D King. I know D King. Me and D King go way
D King kicked himself out.
Oh man, you know being D King.
His laptop died.
Well, you know, now I tell you, you know, D King was one of the. When my son when he played AAU with Basketball University, he had that was his first circuit team, and D King was his coach.
Okay.
So yeah, me and D King go. I'm sure him and Caleb still be talking, texting each other. So yeah, but see, that's a relationship though. A lot of that's a relationship that started in the 9th grade, and it doesn't carry. Here, my son is coming up on his junior year in college, and he doesn't carry it over. That's a relationship.
Relationships matter.
Yeah, they matter, and that stuff big, and that's what I'm building. I'm on this. I'm trying to build longer relationships because at the end of the day, a lot of stuff about networking. You got to have some networking.
You do.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. I got to close this gym down for the night. I thank y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. Again, that's on my Instagram.
Right. Make sure you contact Instagram, The Athletic Solution, and also Explosive Athletics, man. Get with my guy, Coach Stewart, man.
Yeah. Oh, for the last thing, and for you guys that excuse me, the Houston Apex are having tryouts here next weekend for 7th and 8th grade, and I know a lot of guys listen to this with the AU stuff and with all that stuff, but I'm not brag. I'm a brag. Forget that. My product works. I can tell you this: a lot of my kids that I coach this past year in AU, I probably got about 6 players that's gonna play varsity basketball.
Brag
as
on
freshmen.
Coach. Brag on yourself.
All right, as freshmen. And not only do I coach kids, but I coach coaches too. So don't get it twisted. I've been doing it for a minute.
Man, that was a word right there. See, I almost got in trouble. Hey,
put
a sticky note on that after the expo.
But you know what though? A lot of people that coach in grassroots, it ain't, if you don't know how and just step out and want to, it's totally different. Man, I go to clinics, I watch stuff, I go to conventions. I'm always asking stuff. I ain't afraid to ask nobody if I see them running something. Hey, coach, show me this. But that's how you got to be though to get better at your craft though. If that makes sense.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I don't have a pride in that. I just know I'm an asshole on the court. That's totally different than having pride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, y'all have a good night, man. I got to lock this gym.
Hey, you too, man.
Appreciate y'all having.
Yeah. All right, Coach Stewart.
No problem, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Shout out to Stewart's always been a supporter since season 1.
Oh yeah, man.
No. Yeah. Since the Houston Hoop Scoop back on IG, like long time ago.
Ooh.
Turn up, Rob.
All right, man. We're gonna run through this second half. Hold on, Rob. Let me talk, man. Dang. Like, the show kicked me off, man. Let me have my turn.
I digress, brother.
Where Coach Pat when we need him? When you saw it, like, man, let Rob talk, man. Now we can't keep Rob talking.
He can't shut me up.
It's an all new season.
No, we got four topics we're gonna run through real quick on this back hour, man. So first up I have a recruiting update for everybody. So just some recruiting news. Jared Harris was on a visit this weekend at University of Memphis. Hope all went well for him on that visit. Trent Burns has cut his list down to 4 schools. Rice, Mizzou, Xavier, and Tulsa. Man, we just gonna take some. You can't take a wild guess, but me and Rob can take a wild guess, man. You two intertwined in the situation.
I'm quiet.
Rob, man, where you think Trent gonna go, man?
Rice.
I'm with Mizzou. I got Mizzou. I don't know why. I just he to me that the black and the gold that those colorways suit him, man.
I think Trent is a stay close to home guy. I don't know. I know Trent, but not like personally. This is just my assumption.
Right.
And I think that he wants to be a part of some that they building over there. So that's why I say Rice. Plus,
okay.
I ain't gonna lie. Greg Howell is good.
He
do his job.
Greg does his job. He does a good job, man. To me, it was interesting that he kept Xavier on the list. Just with the style of play. That was interesting to me. It was. But maybe he loved the campus. You just never know. A lot can go into sometimes those official visits.
Let's highlight the fact that those are high academic institutions.
Yeah, yep, they all are, all of them. And so that lets you know that Trent has the grades. Does, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see where he goes, where he selects, man. Yeah, I know it's a 2-man race, but we just trying to keep it interesting for everybody else. I was hoping Doug hopped on. Clarence Paye decided to decommit from La Tech, reopens his recruitment, want to enjoy his senior year. That's a common thing. And I just wanted to touch on it because a lot of people act like it's uncommon, but it happens all the time.
Does.
I was hoping Doug was on here. I know Doug from the area. See if Doug had talked to him or whatnot, just to see what's going on. Martez James, 6'5" forward from College Park, picked up an NAIA offer from Jamestown University. Charlie Rideau, 6'3" guard from Elkins. He picked up an NAIA offer from Friends University, and Mario. I always mess up his last name. Awesome, boy. You saved me, boy. I was trying to tear it up. My bad, Mario, man. 6'4" to John Cooper. He picked up a D3 offer from Emory College, which is located in Georgia. So that's just some recruiting news, man, to keep everybody up to date.
Goes to John Cooper, and Emory is a high level institution.
Yeah, very high academic. I looked it up. They have a really good graduation ratio. Like, I'm talking about like kids who come in as freshmen and stay all 4 years and graduate. very high. They place people in a lot of Fortune 500 companies. So, shout out to him for having the grades. Because first you got to have the grades to be able to go to, schools like that. A lot of these small schools are very like high academic schools. And so shout out to Mario for having the grades, man. Hope he has a good season at John Cooper. Hopefully they can bring back a state championship. If people didn't pay attention last year, SPC split the division into two. It's not just one anymore. So you have like your larger schools, your Houston Christian Episcopal, all them on one side. And then on the other side, you have your John Cooper, Alty. I used to say that school name wrong all the time too. So you have those two schools. You have those two schools who are on the lower side of things, man. Do y'all got any updates on any recruiting information that y'all heard?
Jalen Washington decommitted from the University of North Texas.
He did. I seen that.
Tyron Mason committed to North Texas. Max Levels. Jalen Washington won state at Lake Highlands. Will be attending Dynamic Prep. Tyron Mason goes to Plano East, if I'm not mistaken.
Plano East. Yeah, they're gonna be tough this year. High school team.
They look to book their ticket to San Antonio.
I was trying to get my guy, Coach Ament, to get them down here for the Side Hoops Invitational. So he trying to work on it. So hopefully they're able to swing that.
Hope so. Other than that, got some girls committed. Heather Bayman committed to
from Langham Creek.
Yep, your girl.
Where's she going?
She committed to Texas State.
Okay, that's what's up. She tough.
Zakara Perkins is on her official visit to Rutgers.
Okay.
Yeah. Niara O'Neal and Justice Carlton have cut their college list down to 8 from like 50. So their decisions will probably be made soon. And what else? Oh, I guess I could there's some movement in girls basketball. Houston Christian has hired a new coach, Matt Moore, replacing 2-time state champion winner Ryan Bickham.
Where you going? He got to be going to college.
He's not. He actually he got married during the summer, so I think he's taking a step back. When you go undefeated, and it's really nothing more you can do. Like,
is he still gonna be a part of the Cy-Fair though?
Yes, he's still the executive director over there. Cy Springs has gotten interest in moving.
Yes. Got to see her in June.
That happened to bust my ass in the next Pro All-Star game, and I'm talking about recent Mizzou commit Mariah Vincent. So you'll have a top senior in Mariah Vincent, a top junior in Baby KD, Isla McDowell, and
the freshman, right?
And then you'll have the freshman
from Arizona.
Gemini Mitchell. So there's a lot going on in girls basketball. And shout out Coach Pokey at Bel Air High School. He's looking to get Bel Air back on track to the brand.
Hold on, let me find my button, man. Yes. Shout out Coach Pokey. Coach Pokey been trying to get a head coaching gig for a minute, man. I'm glad that Bel Air girls was able to take a chance with him, man.
I think we might be back in the playoffs. We ain't got to do nothing special. We just if he brings that JY playing style to the brand, I think we'll be just fine. Just fine. But other than that, that's all I got off the top of my head. It was some official visits that was being taken, but I know y'all don't care about that. So let's go ahead and keep it moving.
TABC got a new executive director too from Houston. They love Hastings too because it was Rick Shirley. Now it's he is the assistant executive director. So it's Johnny Carter who was a long-time coach at Hastings also. So
that's my cousin, Rob. That's my kinfolk.
Johnny Hawk Carter.
Hey, that's my kinfolk. We got the same last name. He my cousin today. Especially when I hit him on that line.
He gonna be your cousin when it's time to go to state.
Oh, where you been? My granny said, hey.
He won a lot of games. And it's crazy too, because I want to say after Coach Shirley retired, he took Coach Shirley's spot at Hastings. So now Coach Shirley going to assistant and he taking over as the executive director. So that's crazy how life works.
It ain't crazy, Rob. It's relationships. Stop using the wrong words to categorize what's really going on. Like, let's connect the dots because people are stupid. People are stupid every day. It is relationships.
No, it is.
If you know somebody, you can be somebody.
I should have. Oh man, I knew I was supposed to grab something, man.
Oh man,
I was supposed to grab the picture. Dang,
Just
I forgot,
man. I was comfortable. I was warm. I wasn't musty.
I forgot to grab the picture, man.
Key things, man. I was out here in a long sleeve with. You ain't never seen no ref with his name on the back of his jersey. I got my name. Since we talking about dress code, Tasso can't beat me. You saw how clean I was. I had KDs on. Like I wasn't no regular ref. You know what association I'm a part of? The Plug Association. Membership of 1.
Hey, are you reffing again this week?
If they need me, I'm gonna throw my cape on. Hey, you know what? Like real talk. I saw some things in fall league that we need to discuss. Justin Big almost dunked on this kid in front of his mama. He was this close. Like, and that's crazy because Justin Big ain't no big. He he a guard, but that boy was looking for blood like 3-4 times at the rim. Him and Jaquil, like this is why I don't really need to be reffing. My partner didn't know how to ref, so I'm instructing him like, hey, bro, you can't be on the sideline by the corner 3. You got to be on the baseline. Mm-hmm. So I'm not paying attention trying to shoot him to they get the ball on a break, and I'm trying to duck down. I get hit with the ball. I'm in the way. Air Gordon you in, Air Gordon you out. Like, but Episcopal looks, they got a freshman over there, might be the best freshman in SPC. I'm calling it now. Like, because God damn it, they were doing some things, and I was just like, bro, this is a foul ball game. Like, they was on, they put up 100 in foul ball. Like, so SPC gonna be a little tough this year. It's gonna be interesting. What else did I see? Oh man, Madison got a kid, and he might be Rod's nephew, knowing how the bloodlines go. His number was 25 in foul ball. He was like, wing, but he gonna play the 5 over there because you know how HISD basketball is. He only 6'4", but he bouncy. I liked his game. I saw some good things. Like, bro, I'm excited. I'm excited with all the storylines. I need to get my old ass out the way a little bit quicker. That's first and foremost. But
hey,
guess what?
What you?
Go ahead, give your fall ball recap, bro. Man, tell them where you was at.
I was at Hot Top.
Shout out Wood. We need to fire Wood.
Yeah, shout out Coach Wood.
He ain't been on the show. We need to fire Wood.
Hey, Hot Top got some guards, man, and they got some top shelf guards. You know what I'm saying? You might roll the balls out and be like, "Oh, these dudes little." Hey, you gonna have to play when you going up against them, man. You know what I'm saying? And Milton Rice is looking like a star. Let me say that. A star in he's an upcoming prospect. Let me not say star. He's an upcoming prospect that not a lot of coaches are talking about. And I say his name a lot, but he is a player that can help you win. They played against Pearland. That was a good game. It ended up in a 37-37 tie. Let me say this. You know, I pick kids every year and give them the spiel, and sometimes it helps and sometimes it don't. To my main man, right, my guy, Byron Bills. That's my guy. If y'all don't know who that is, it's a 10th grader. He played for Summer Creek last year. He transferred over to Pearland. He played for Texas Tech over 15U team this past summer. Started out with yours truly down here, this guy, you know, but that's what put me on him to begin with. Byron Bibbs, I just want you to go out, and I'm saying this publicly. I love you, my God. I want you to go out and play basketball the way that you know how to play basketball. I want you to be the athletic, slashing, full of energy guy that I seen at the beginning of summer. Because that wasn't your best game the other day. I know you can play better. I expect you to play better, and I know you're going to help them win a lot of games. I'm only saying this because I want the best for you. And I have done this before with other kids, and it may or may not have worked. I don't know. But, Byron, I know you can hoop. I watched Crawford JV play Alvin. Coach Isles, shout out Coach Isles. Coach Isles got some young talent. He does. His top players wasn't even there because they had a football game that night, but he got some prospects. I told G-Day he got a kid on his team that was number 2 in the nation in the 400 meters. Like, the kid is fast. Like, he's super fast. But I think when Crawford get going, they're gonna be better. And then I watched Iowa Colony versus Pasadena Memorial. And there's another kid for Iowa Colony that's not talked about a lot, RJ Green. Now, when I say this, a lot of people gonna be like, Rob, you tripping. He's not this player, but he puts me in the mold of this player with his size and the way he plays the game. He don't score like this dude, of course. We ain't seen a score like this dude. But his size, his IQ, the way he moves on the basketball court, he reminds me of Tommy Mason Griffin. Now, he don't play like he don't score the ball like Tommy Mason Griffin. But if you go watch Robert Green, like, he's way more advanced than people like to give him credit for. I will say that. He's very underrated. He's a young kid. Not a lot of people talk about him. I like his game, though. I do. I think the backcourt of him and Gil that came from Shadow Creek, I like that backcourt. Gil can shoot. He's fast. He makes good decisions on the break. He was shooting from deep. I left at halftime. I had to go back to work. But they had a good – because Gary Brown from Pasadena Memorial was playing well too. They was kind of going back and forth, and it ended up being a close game. So I'll probably go to Bel Air this week. I'm probably going to go back and forth, try to go to a different one every week. But shout out Coach Woods for the hospitality. And I hope y'all don't not y'all because it's a part of us, but I hope the people in the city don't look at High Town and just be like, because they guards little. They are little. They don't pass the eye test. They're tiny, but when you roll the balls out, they gonna come after you with 100%. Who
Who was talking about the little guards at High Tower in Iowa Colony last year? I just want to know. I just want to put that out there. Who knew that Iowa Colony was gonna be a basketball team? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know nothing though. I don't know nothing about basketball. But what I do know is when you're coached well and you come in with a foundation, a lot of good things can happen. And we've seen it with Isles at Milby, Isles at Crawford, and man, I be forgetting my man at Iowa Colony.
Oh, Jay Simon, Coach Simon.
Coach Simon at Iowa Colony. So I guess what I'm not saying who told you about those teams because I want credit for telling you that those teams and kids were good. No, that's not what it's about. I really just want to spotlight young coaches that look like me that didn't change the program. So when it's time to go hire people that look like me, you might be okay because they might actually be great for the young men that attend your high schools.
Yep. Hey,
it's another one down there in LaPorte that we're gonna talk about soon. But
yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know,
it's Woods. I would love to play for Woods. Woods' energy is so infectious. Like they did a swing to the corner, and I ain't gonna say the kid name, but he shoots the ball. That's what he do, right? He's a shooter. Woods stood up like, "Oh, that's a 3." And the kid passed the ball, and Wood say, "Get him, get him." And I'm like, it's the fault. And then so I talked to Woods after the game, and he like, we both said that. He was like, "That's what the kid do. He shoot. So if you're not shooting, then I don't need you in the game." And like, it makes sense. Like, how many coaches would you love to play for that wants you to shoot the basketball? Like, I'm talking about Woods was the
first don't even know they roll on the court 90% of the time. Now you got to roll, and you got one job, Craig. One job. And that is to shoot the goddamn basketball. So if you're not shooting the goddamn basketball, guess what? You're not doing your job.
I'm talking about immediately.
Job, I need to find me another worker.
Gary, immediately, as the ball was being passed in the air, like he passed up the 3, the ball hadn't even touched the other dude's hand. He already was touching somebody saying, "Go, like, hey, go get him. Go get him." And so when it bombed, the kid looked over like, he like, "Shoot the dang on ball." You know how he talk, "Shoot the dang on ball. If you ain't gonna shoot it, come sit over here with me." I'm like, hey, man.
Hey, if you
put up 100 with a running clock. A pistol put up 100 with a running clock.
Bro, and they had Big Jaquil, the freshman, and 3 CPAs. And they put up 100. They put up 100. I didn't call no fouls. I really didn't blow my whistle. Big was like, he was all on me. He hacked me when I was trying to dunk on. Make the dunk. That, like, whatever. Like 100. 100. This them in the last 4 minutes. Don't cut the game at the last 2 minutes. We want to play. Don't cut it. Don't call the game. And I was just like, I ain't mad when kids really want to play basketball.
Oh, I'm definitely going to Bel Air this.
So it's just like, but with all that being said, like,
oh no, I'm not. That's my birthday. No, I'm not.
Yeah, Rob somewhere else out here. Yeah.
No, Rob gonna be in the house playing too. Rob is going to be in the house playing 2K.
You bought the new 2K, Rob? You got the new 2K?
I am. Yeah.
How much VC you done put into it already?
I ain't even played it one time yet. I pre-ordered it and I ain't played it one. I just downloaded it and I haven't played it. Bro, I've been going to sleep. I worked 80 hours last week in 1 week.
You was just on the game the other day. What was you playing, Madden?
No, I was playing Fight Night. I was boxing. Oh man.
G-Day, you want to tell the people what you saw at
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do. So we was at the John Lucas B Elite Camp this weekend, this past Saturday and today, Sunday. And I'm taking 8. I'm gonna talk about 8 kids. I'm gonna talk about 4 kids who aren't from Greater Houston and 4 kids who are from Greater Houston. There was a lot more kids who stood out, but these are the 8 that I'm going
to the website. You got to go to the website if you want to know about the other kids.
These are the 8 I'm going to take, man. Taking 8.
I'm taking 8.
Not the graphic on deck.
Oh,
Turn
yeah.
that shit up.
I got a graphic on there. Let me run it back. Man.
I'm taking 8.
It's a cold winter for you boys this winter, boy. It is a cold winter.
It is, man.
Our neck.
So my 8 players who I feel that really stood out to me at the John Lucas B Elite Camp. Out of state, we're gonna go out of state first. Solo Bailey. This kid is crazy athletic, super motor. As Rob would say, he can get on my bus any day of the week. Hey, all I need is 8 to win, and so he's one of my 8. Man, just defensively, his presence, he was all over the place. He was trash talking and then smiling in kids' faces. That stuff like that would have pissed me off if he out here killing me and he's sitting there smiling in my face like kind of like, oh, this is light. I'm just playing around with you. But his energy, you was talking about like Woods being an infectious coach. He's an infectious player. Like his energy raised other players' play. And one of his teammates I'm gonna talk about later is from Houston. And his play elevated playing with this kid. But Solo Bailey, he goes to Crossroads High School out there in California. He's a 2025 kid, 6'3". Really like him, man. Followed him on IG, about to follow him on Twitter. I want to kind of, keep up with this kid. Just interested to see what he does, where he goes, who he plays with in the summertime, stuff like that. He was really tough, though, man. I really liked him. Just sitting there talking with him, had a good conversation, just talking to him, talking about outside of basketball stuff. He's a really chill kid, man. Wish him the best, man. Solo Bailey. Dawson Batee, incoming freshman, Dallas St. Mark School. Man, he's nice, 6'6". He's a 2027. Does it all on the floor. Can score mid-range, can shoot the long ball, can get to the rim. I'm talking about his shots was hitting like strictly bottom of the net, like no rim. Really good feel. Has a really good IQ at a young age. Make sure he keeps the court spaced out at all times. Just loved his energy as well. During the game, he hit a kid with a move. He's like, hey, after the game, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you about getting the mix. And so, he was just out there having fun, enjoying himself, man. But I really liked him. He impressed me as an incoming freshman. If I wouldn't have had the roster sheet, I would have assumed he was a 2025 kid. But really good, man. Dawson Batee, Gabe Grimsley, 5'11", another 2027 kid, 5'11" guard. He's going to Berkeley Prep out of Florida. This kid is tough, very shifty. It was hard for people to stay in front of him. Has a really good feel. Can shoot the long ball. Look really good in the pick and roll situations. Was able to, read the defense, know when to hit the roller. And his coach was praising him. He's like, man, I don't even have to tell you to pass the ball. He's like, you just got the instinct, like you know when and you know where, and you know where your teammates are on the floor. He controlled the game as well. That was really interesting to see, like a young guard like that, being able to tell, guys who are older, who may be ranked in the nation, be like, hey, settle down, like, kind of when to push, when not to push. Play with really good pace, man. I really liked his game as well. His name is Gabe Grimsley. T. Bartlett, I mean, he's not really a stranger, but he is out of state. T looked really good getting up and down the court. Not gonna lie. His handle has improved tremendously. Able to handle the basketball. I've seen him taking guys from the perimeter. Now, those who may not remember or may not know, T is pretty big. He's a big kid. But to have that skill set with that size and a nice little first step, it gives him the quickness and the strength to get where he wants on the floor. And he really impressed me. Just the way his motor, his movement, just to see how he grew from the last time I seen him, which was, it was 2 years ago, but just to see the growth in him. He looked really well out there dunking the basketball with right hand or left-handed dunk, two-handed dunk, was able to play off of both feet. That impressed me as well. Not just, always 1 foot, but, coming to a stop, giving head fakes, going up, finishing strong. T. Bartlett looked really good. So those are my 4 that is outside of the Greater Houston that really stood out. Like I said, there's more kids who played really good, who played well, whose names I got written down and highlighted on my paper as well. From Houston, John LeBoy. Now, John LeBoy played on the team with Solo Bailey, the kid I was talking about earlier, the first kid that I said is infectious. His game rubbed off on John LeBoy. I'm talking about you would have thought they've been playing together their whole life. Just how they was finding each other. John LeBoy throwing alley-oops. John LeBoy really playing really tough defense. It was really good to see John LeBoy in that element. See him to be able to push the pace. See him taking guys, getting to the basket, finishing at the rim. Already knew he was a good passer. And so it was just really good to see him finishing at the rim with tougher competition. A couple of times when I did watch the defenders like live feed during UAA, there was a lot of times where he wasn't finishing at the rim, but it was good to see him finishing this weekend when guys were contesting, and also, taking the contact, absorbing and going through that contact. I hope that I continue to see this same John LeBoy throughout the whole high school season for St. Francis Episcopal.
That's what a gold medal will do.
Yeah, he really looked really good. He's new to the city. He's from Las Vegas. Malik Simons, he goes to Dawson High School. He's a 2026 kid. Point guard, solid feel for the game. Was knocking down very deep tray balls. He was smooth on the floor. Very confident player, like confident in his skill, confident in what I can do, confident in what I bring to the table. Wasn't trying to do too much. He was a kid who I did talk to after the first day when Lucas got on everybody about guards not passing the ball. And he was one who said, I was passing the ball. And, Clyde had to tell him, like, shut your, like, this your first time being here. He's like, yo,
don't be embarrassing my good name.
Yeah. So I talked to him afterwards, like you have to learn how to be able to, even if you're doing something and maybe nobody noticed that you was doing it, you still have to be able to take that criticism. Everything doesn't, require a response. It's just a yes, coach. And you just keep it moving. And he told me, thank you. And then so I just decided I was going to watch him a little bit today as well. He got the exact same results that I seen from Saturday. Just went out there, played hard. He delivered, like I said, knocking down shots, getting to the bucket. Really good feel. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does over there at Dawson High School. His name is Malik Simons. He's a 2026 kid. Malik Simons, 2026. My bad, Coach Bondage. Bryson Weefall, Summer Creek High School, 2025. He looked really good playing off the basketball. And that was really interesting to see him. He's more of a 1, 2, 3, 4 dribble guy to get into my motion, get to my spot. But to see like when they put kind of plays in set for today, coming off of screens, catching the shooting, like without taking dribbles, he looked really good. Scored the ball. His shooting has improved, and so he was one of my 4 from the city that I seen, who stood out to me throughout this weekend. And then my last one is John Clark. John Clark just looked like a man out there, just like a grown man out there. People.
What I said back in April. John Clark will be a national.
I mean, yeah, he's currently on ESPN's top 60 right now. But just he had a lot of people like who's never seen, like, because you have people from all over the country, who never was just like, man, who is that kid? Like, that kid's really good. He just looked like a man child out there, man. He did. Now I didn't get to see every single Houston kid play, so I want to put that disclaimer out there. But these are for the 4 Houston kids that I did see. There are a couple more, but I just didn't get to see every single one play. Like I didn't get to watch a single Sebastian Williams-Adam game. I got to see Shelton because Shelton was on the team with John Clark. I didn't really get to see Nigel too much, and there was some other Houston kids I didn't see. But for the ones I seen, these are the ones who stood out to me. Go ahead, do that.
John's first game, my boy from TJ Ford Academy that's been coaching John since I met John, kind of pulled him to the side and was like, "You're not fucking doing nothing right now." And after he said that, John just went off. And sometimes we forget he's still a baby. At the end of the day, he's still a baby. Like, he still got a lot of more basketball ahead of him. But no excuses, though. Like, he's still a grown man, and he'll dunk on you. Like, there's just some things that he does, and I'm like, I don't think he knows how athletically freak of a nature he is. Like, but yeah, pretty good, G-Day. Pretty good. I like that top 8. That was solid. That Solo Bailey kid, I saw him like for 2 quarters, and my man threw it off the backboard between the legs or something mad crazy. But yeah, we viral, baby. We viral.
Yeah, man. Solo Bailey tough.
Like, yeah, that boy won't be uncommitted for long.
How about you, man? You was there as well.
Hudson Greer played. Like, every time I've seen Hudson Greer in person, he just does the small things. I like his motor. Like, he has everything else, but I really, really like his motor. Hudson Greer played very well. Let's see. I don't think I'm a good person to ask because I kind of followed specific kids that I wanted to follow. I wasn't on my evaluator bag this weekend. I actually was just spotlighting some Houston kids that I believe will be household names soon. So, but when I did get to see John LeBoy play differently. And when I say play differently, like, it's easy to play when you got Omarion and Nigel on your team. But I think I saw the separation of him letting other players know, like I'm no Robin. Do you feel me?
No, he
So
looked good. And me
T
and B Jenkins was sitting there, and I was like, man, I said maybe it's the Puerto Rican national team that got him playing like this. And he was like, you may have a point.
Hey man, I told you it's the gold medal. I saw T Bartlett in Vegas and during summer league. But we've been watching T since COVID, so we've seen Chubby T,
Mm-hmm.
Luke Baby Weight T, and now I think we're seeing and this might be a bad comparison. I know somebody gonna cuss me out, but T is a maybe a little slimmer version of Eddie Lampkin. Um, he'll bully you. He'll dunk on you. He'll pull out some good footwork out of his bag. Got 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 some moves down there that make you look sneaky athletic out here. But overall, like we've seen the progression in T Bartlett. Um, there was some kids that I saw from other states that played really well that I'm just not familiar with their names, but you'll hear more about them throughout the week as we put together content. Um, but yeah, the the instruction was next level. I want to salute Anthony Medina, St. Thomas, who put together the coaches for the camp. You had coaches from Lee College. You had my guy Pagan from Sagu, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, you had the head coach at Coastal Bend that just took over for Coach Bird. I know I am missing a ton more. I apologize, Coach Masato, off the top of my head, but it's this camp was different because of what they did defensively. I learned a lot from Tom Crane this week. Like I got some stuff that I recorded that I may not even put out that I just might keep just because it's a jewel that helps when you need it to help, but it's not necessarily social media worthy. But like it was some things that I learned. That the partnership with USA Basketball was pretty dope. But you know, a John Lucas camp isn't right without my guy being perfect. But he was on vacation with Vizcarra doing the fatherly thing on the visit at Rutgers. I just wanted to shout out Ben because we wouldn't be able to do what we do at JLD if it wasn't for Ben co-signing us very, very early. But you know, that's what I got to say about the camp. It's pretty informative. Uh, got away from the 3-on-3 on the boys' side. I think 3-on-3 is more predominantly on the women's side more as you look at it in America. So that was the only little wrinkle I saw that maybe wasn't the same over the past years. But that's about it. I ain't gonna bore you. It's almost time to wrap it up. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna run through these last two, man. Um, Bad basketball, man. BAD. Um, it's a lot of bad basketball. It is. And I told after Lucas said it, I had told him afterwards when I was outside talking to people. I said, "Man, you in my topics for my show." But you know, he let them know these are some of the best kids in the country that was playing. He let them know like y'all right now y'all look horrible. Y'all playing bad. Like he stopped the camp, didn't even let them finish out the day. Like y'all are playing bad basketball right now. Um, and it was a topic that I had already written down for the show for this week. I got a couple of bullet points on it, and this comes from watching a couple fall ball events, and as well as just from the summer. It was just a topic that I had mainly from the summer basketball. from watching a lot of summer basketball, and just something to kind of keep get us through an episode. But too many cones, you going against too many ghost opponents, and I know we talked about this before. The cones don't move. A ghost opponent really can't contest you. They can't bump you. The feel of the game is truly not there in its essence. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with training or being trained as a basketball player, but these kids also need to go play some more games, like pickup games, against some good competition. Like go play against some grown men. Like get a good bump in. Go to where it's going to make you want to work. That it's going to push you. Don't just go get a run in with your homies from the neighborhood where you want to kill them. You're gonna be out there just going through the motions. Go and get in a really good pickup game. And yeah, you may have to. And I said this on the last show of last season in July. Yeah, you may have to wait to get picked up, but that's okay. Once you get in those games, play hard, play smart, build your game. You're not going to get better at basketball if you're always the best on the floor. And so you have to go find games where you're not the best. You have to go find games where you're going to get beat up on, where guys are more physical, where guys are bigger, where you may be quicker because you're younger, but their IQ and the way that they can maneuver themselves and move their bodies, you just need that. It helps. It's beneficial. Trust me, it is. I don't want to sound like I'm living in the past, but I know those are things that we did as our generation. We went and we played against grown men. We was at the park where you had to wait your turn to get on the court. Sometimes you didn't even get on the court. Sometimes you just went out there, shot shots in between while they was arguing. But I feel that's kind of missing. We need to bring back the toughness in the game because it helps. It broadens your IQ. It'll make you think the game more. The more and more that you play against better players and the faster the speed is and the more the game makes you think, the more and more you do that, the game starts to slow down. And when the game slows down for you, that's when it becomes easier. And that's when you're able to do all those moves that you work on. Instead of you doing those moves and then you trying to go out there and it's not working at all. It looks bad. A lot of over dribbling. Players getting mad. They ain't getting they touch.
For me, dog. Like it's just like, man, if I see you dribble the ball like 6 times before you get to the half court, I know it's gonna be a long game. It's gonna be a long day for me. It's just be a bunch of unnecessary dribbling.
I don't think people know. I seen Steph Curry say this, right? Steph Curry recognized as the greatest shooter ever, universally, pretty much. He told somebody at one of his camps, the worst thing you can do at basketball is run to the ball, clapping your hands. You know how people run to the wing and ball, 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 and then just stand right there after you don't get it. You just stand. I see a lot of it. Like, I didn't get the ball. I ain't going to go back screen. The last, like a month ago when I went to go play basketball, I'm screening, I'm back screening. Dudes waving me off, talking about some, nah, man, I'm trying to get in my back. What? You trying to get in your back? Bro, you better make this game easy. You better take this screen for that easy layup. This man ain't paying attention.
Rob, you better pull with 20-year-olds. You better find
No.
But that's good because they need to pick up on the IQ of the game.
It was some dudes my age, but it was some young kids out there. But I'm like, I just think that what we talk about and what we're asking for is gone. It will never return. And like I've said, I've been on record saying this for years on this show. They mimic the highest level of basketball, but don't understand that all those dudes are able to do that because they have the fundamentals of the game mastered, right? Like all the other stuff that they do that you see, that like Steph Curry, and I'm using him as an example, right? Everybody want to go out and shoot the long three at half court. This man changed his whole, if you listen to his documentary and follow his history, this man spent the whole summer changing his shot around with his dad, starting in the paint, right in front of the goal, and then getting his form together and moving back and moving back and moving back. This man spent 6 months reconstructing his whole shot. You think you roll out the car and go immediately? I had to tell my son, this man, I said, hey man, go shoot layups. He's shooting eyeballs from three. Tell me some, nah, daddy, I got this. I got it. You ain't touched the rim. You shooting the ball. It ain't even going by the rim. It's dying in the paint. I said, you gotta master shooting your post first, son. So I go through it, right?
Oh shoot.
But it's because they mimic the highest level of basketball. So I think the pass and cut and move and stream. If you don't have a coach, and I'm not disrespecting any of these coaches when I say this, right? Because they teach the game in a way of when they was brought up because they're older. So if you don't have a coach like a Coach Arnold at Klein, or somebody, what's the coach that Coach Bucklew that just retired from Pearland? Yeah. Coach Dunphy that was at A-Leaf Taylor for all those years that won with all that. You don't have somebody teaching you the nuances of the game. You're not finna go out there and work on that. That was my favorite. I love this more than scoring. If Gary holding G-Day, right, and I come with a blindside peek, boom, and G-Day roll off me and somebody throw him the ball and he get a dunk or a ball, that made me feel better than scoring the basketball. I promise you.
Whoever my big is, I'm in his face before.
Man, I used to love setting new peaks.
You ain't say nothing.
Half-court screens and all that. I will come up and blast you in a minute on a half-court screen and be so excited that you score. I don't think people are – everybody – it's a selfish mentality, right, for a lot of kids. It's me. It's not others, right? If I score 3 points and we win, I'm ecstatic. I'm on the bus. I'm happy. Calling my girl. Man, we got the dub. Somebody score 10 points and they win. They mad. Man, oh, yeah, 10, bro. They went past me. But you won, though. You won. I think the premise of basketball is missing. That's why it's a lot of bad basketball. Because the premise of how the game is supposed to be played is totally lost. It's a team game. It's not selfish. It's not I get the ball and ISO every play. Where are you gonna go playing like that? I'm sorry, y'all. I went off on a good tangent.
You good? You good, man? Go ahead, do that.
A team player, bro. A lot of people don't know what it means to be a team player. They, I told you, we in a go the bus mentality these days. Like, somebody gotta be the journeyman, the utility player, the sixth man, the most improved.
Everybody got a role.
I was talking to Chuck Hayes and Dane Irvin. Salute those black gentlemen that's in NBA front offices. I was saying, I know y'all don't want to, but we need to do an interview and hear y'all words, because these kids need to see people that look like them in different positions, because they only think they can make it to the league by dribbling the ball. Like, everybody ain't in the league dribble. Bro, half of these NBA scouts, international scouts, college scouts, high school scouts for pro teams, bro, they look like the dude that work at Kinko's. But you know, y'all out here
and
telling
never played basketball before either. A lot of them didn't play basketball.
that's the point I'm trying to make. Y'all out here telling people you gotta be a basketball guy in basketball. Yeah, to a certain extent. But if we look at who's making the real bread, like the non-basketball players are getting some bread. Like
Gary, to your point, and I'm gonna be quiet after this. The dude who's responsible for changing the way he's partly responsible for changing the way that basketball is played, right? Daryl Morey never played basketball.
I already know.
Never played basketball. And his style of analytics changed the way that basketball at the highest level has been played for the last decade plus. Because he said there's no need for mid-range. You either shoot the three or you get a layup. And everybody said, that sounds good. Let's start playing like that. That guy never played basketball before.
Biggest bamboozlement of the last century. But to each his own. Like, you know, we use analytics to an extent. Everybody does. Like, some live by, some die by. But we know what basketball look like. Like, they ain't have analytics in 1836 when they was hooping in them peach crates. It was go get a bucket. Go put these nectarines through the joint. But you know, as humans, we make basketball, which is an easy sport, very, very difficult. So I got you.
And then secondly, with bad basketball, man, stop looking for your parents' approval when you're playing the game. I seen that a lot this weekend. Looking at their parents, making excuses to their parents. The game is still going on. And I get it. A lot of kids, big shoes to fill. Maybe dad was an ex-pro, mom maybe was an ex-pro, dad was a D1 player, you know, mom was a D1 player. So it's maybe a certain expectation in the household. But when you on the court, you got to listen to you. Like G Dot said, shout out Coach Medina. He had college coaches out there coaching these kids. Some of them was Division II coaches. Like it just wasn't any old body out there coaching. Top JUCO coaches. You gotta listen to the D2 coach from East Central kept telling this kid. He was like, "You're so focused on the stands that you're hurting yourself." And the kid missed the whole thing. You're hurting yourself in the game, and you're hurting yourself in the recruitment process, because I may recruit you next year because you may not be this was a 2025 kid. You may not be a D1 player. You may be a fringe D1, D2. So I have a chance of possibly getting you. But you're hurting yourself. You're making yourself look worse because you're so focused on was the stands. And the crazy thing is, a couple of these parents weren't even saying anything, but the kids were still looking for the approval within the game. Kids, just go out there and play, have fun. If you make a mistake, so what? It got to be over and done with, because it's another play coming up. You got to get back and play defense. It's going to be a whole nother offensive set.
That in part is the reason why, like, I'm cool with a lot of people, right? But like when it comes to the amount I'm cool with, like, I'm way more cooler with moms than dads. Cause dads are gonna tell you don't know what you're talking about, you know it all. They're unreceptive. They're gonna be yelling at their kid on the court. all day. Moms, now don't get me wrong, it's a couple of mamas out there that's worse than daddies, and vice versa. But moms, at least, they gonna sit there, they gonna do their crossword puzzle. Whatever they got to say, they gonna wait till after the game, intermission, break, whatever. Like they still gonna get it across. Like it don't even have. I guess it really don't have nothing to do with sex or what gender you are. But women know when to talk to men and when to tell them things. Men, like dog, I'm telling you, like, this go back to Ruck on Wood. Dog, this man had the 18-wheeler headpiece on and was on the baseline, not the parent side, on the basketball guy's side of the baseline. Pass the ball, pass it. What you doing? Double down, double right here. I was like, bro, you might as well coach Ruck on Wood, my boy. You got to do all of that. Like, this is not for your kid. And that's okay. Like, sometimes you got to realize in the moment when something's not for your kid, go through the motions and correct it after. Y'all swear like this Madden 2-minute drill. We audibling on the fly. I'm calling. It don't work like that. Half of y'all kids are dumb. And I say that with all the love in my heart. But half of y'all kids are dumb. If I gave them a basketball playbook right now and told them their basketball life depended on it, they wouldn't know how to read a fucking basketball playbook. And you out here confusing them while they trying to play in front of Tom Crane was there, Team USA. Don Showalter was there, Team USA. D2s was there. JUCOs was there. Like, dog, to be honest, more kids from Houston probably should have been in the camp just for the simple fact it was damn near like another live period. Yeah, you might have had to pay some money, but think about who might have saw you and could have gave you a reference. Like, but y'all gotta realize, dog, these kids are pandemic kids. They are fragile. The input of learning has shrunk. They had to learn online. So now you asking them to try to learn something in real time and process and compute. Dog, these kids they not cerebral like that. They can't talk the game. Like I could go ask a kid, like, so what do you think about the concepts at this camp? Oh man, it was just fun being able to play with my friend. No, that don't have nothing to do with the question I asked you. Like GMs ask you this during draft night. Like not draft night, during the combine. Like, dog, like your kids are not properly prepared. It's getting worse.
But they don't utilize the tools that's available to them. Like they and I'm not saying this, and I'm piggybacking off what you said, because we take like a segment that I do, right? I do the segment. I didn't do it much last year, but I interview student athletes, right? The premise of me doing that is not so I can just ask you questions because I think you're so cool and interesting. It's for you to promote yourself and to get used to being on a media platform and answer those questions. I'm not sitting there asking you, well, why did you go? Because I mean, I could, I guess, but I'm not an asshole like that. Because I have all the stats, so I could wait till you come on the show and be like, why'd you go 5 for 24 against Jeffrey Michael Day University? But I'm not finna do all that, right? But it's
so we shutting them down.
We
play defense at Jeffrey Michael Day University. Man, why you say my middle name? Why you say my middle name on the show?
He was running the diamond over there, Rob.
Hey, Rob like saying my middle name, boy. I want to tell the world, man.
But it's just to get you prepared for media training, being interviewed, being in front of the camera, having to answer questions. I had to get used to it. Gary used to pull me all the time. I hated it. I would go the other way, Gary. You ready, Rob? It's on. Damn. I got crust in my eyes. It's Robert Campbell.
The first one Rob really killed. It was Sean Elkerton, and we was at the Goose Creek Memorial, playoff game.
Yeah, that was the.
We finna go live in 5. He was like, "What?"
Hey, this the coaches.
I say, I slid Sean next to Rob real quick. Gary Carter exercised me to the bottom plug.
Behind the camera, it's the police saying, "Get off the court. We finna turn the lights off." The coach talking about some, "Come on, let's go."
You better keep talking.
I say all that to say, like, if this and G, they tell me this all the time, and because he get on me, right? If this is something that you love, right, you shouldn't let days pass where you don't prepare yourself or immerse yourself in what you say you love, right? I shouldn't go 3 days without looking at bsascouting.com or checking the rankings or checking to see what's going on or who did what. If I say I really love it. So if you say you love basketball, right? And let's say, you're not getting what you need at your school, you should go study. You should go look at stuff. You should go read things. You should go immerse yourself in videotape to get better. Go challenge yourself at places where people are better than you. Go without your parents. Go practice, go train, whatever you do without your parents. Right? Ride around, find you a game, immerse yourself into the essence of basketball. Because I think that's lost. I think, and I say this all the time, kids like the things that basketball brings them, but they don't love the game. Our generation, and I'm going to sound very old, we love the game. We stayed prepared. When we had a car, we had a basketball in our car in the trunk. We had shorts on under our jeans, right? We had shoes. I had extra shoes in my backpack or locker at all times because a game might spontaneously break out at any moment, right? I went out in 100-degree weather. When it got cold in Houston, it was 30 degrees. I put on a jacket, a hoodie, and go outside and we go play. Because I love the game. I love the way that it made me feel. Anything I was going through, it was my therapy. I would forget about it for those 2 or 3 hours that I was playing basketball. It wasn't because I made some money from an NIL deal, or this girl said she liked my chain, or I got some sneakers to go play with little Bubble and them. It was because it was a rim and a ball, and I loved what the game did for me. And I think that's what's missing in today's generation. They don't love the game. They like what it brings to them. And that's going to always be the separating point. And that is why, going back to your point earlier, Gary, and Courtney Dion said it earlier, that's why Europeans are better than us. Because they love the game because of the struggle. They don't love the game because they had made $1 million. That was the only. If I'm in Bosnia, right, in war-torn Bosnia, right, it might just be only one basketball court I can go to get away from all this stuff that's going on in my village.
A pack of Marlboro.
You gotta hoop. You hooping against the whole country.
The whole country to survive. You might not eat if you lose.
Hey, bro.
They might take the bread. Like, seriously, though. Like, you
no,
might not
that's
eat.
real.
So when you get pampered Americans that have everything accessible to them, it's like, I don't really care. Whatever. I'm going to get it anyway. Instead of going out and grinding and acting like you don't have nothing, right? A lot of these kids, they want to say, I look at their Instagrams and Twitter, and I'm going to be quiet in a second. I'm wrapping it up. I look at their Instagrams and their Twitters, and I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Bro, you stay in the suburbs. Your mama and daddy have blessed you with a 3-4 bedroom, 2-story house, right? You got 19 pairs of Jordans on the floor. You hooping Jordans. You hooping Kobe Grinch's $500 shoes, right? You don't know no struggle. Just because you go to the corner store and the dude sagging his pants and he wearing some Amiri or something and he talking about some, yeah, bro, my dog and all that. Bro, you don't know no struggle, man. You ain't never ate no beanie weenies and no bread sandwiches with mustard or mayo on it only and no meat. So what I'm saying that is take advantage of the resources that God have blessed you with and put your own spin to it. But a lot of times parents, right? We spoke about this on the show before. Parents want to make sure that their kids don't go through what they went through, so they give them everything they never had, right? So, but the struggle is what got you, the parent, to that point to be able to do that for your child, right? But they want to. I tell my own kids and the mothers of my children this: stop mothering my children, right? Because the world is not going to do that. And all of this is encompassing in basketball. Because I tell my son all the time, he said, Daddy, I want to play basketball. I say, can you make 10 layups in a row? No, you're not. But Dad, you know Gary, and you know Jeff, and you can get me with Uncle Bobby at the Raptors. You're not ready, son. And I will be doing you and them a disservice to throw you out onto the wolves knowing that you're not ready. I just think people need to get back to the grind mindset, right?
Hey,
no, never been hungry before.
Hey, this one hit hard.
Would.
This one hit hard.
I got two things. I'm gonna answer Mr. Jordan's question.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer it too. Go ahead.
But to go back to the $300,000 house part. Bro, who put that in the group chat? Fort Bend got the most guns brought to school.
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron said.
Yeah.
Shout out Aaron, the good guy. Son, Fort Bend is in the richest district in the goddamn on the south side. You know, first let's go to this. Guns ain't cheap. Like it, even a good burner gonna cost you some money. Like, so first of all, you in a privileged house that can afford a gun, and y'all taking it to school out here. Like y'all, like killing is cool.
Gary, this the crazy part, Gary. You got money for guns, right? You got money for Amiri, right? You got money for Martin Margiela and all this Gucci and all that, but you don't got a ride to practice.
Say, man.
You don't got to ride to practice, though. Hey, man, I can't make it. I don't got no ride. But when I take you home, you got a Maserati in the park, in the driveway. You got a Tesla. You got a souped-up F-250. But you can't make it to practice? Come on, man.
Hey, you know what my new answer be, Rob? I'm going the other way. My bad, bro.
Exactly. Look, I asked them first, Gary, what way you going? When they point that way, I point even if I'm going that way, yeah, man, I'm going the other way, bro. I got to go pick up my keys. Which one? I picked one. I got 4 of them. I'm going that way, though.
Not your way.
On, man.
Not your way.
Not your way. But you will tell me you want to make it to the NBA, though.
Man, Miss, you good, Rob? That was funny because so many stories came to my head. So many stories, and it's I know we was together on a couple of them stories.
I heard about a couple of those.
But Mr. Jordan, I can't tell a parent how much is enough to invest or what they feel they should invest within their own child, because a scholarship is not guaranteed at the end of the road. So even if you invest $50 to $100K with them playing whatever sport they play from 9 years old to they're 18 and they don't get a scholarship, it's not your fault. Sometimes it takes talent. Talent is a part of it.
God gifts.
And a lot of kids just don't have that talent. They don't. So talent is a big part of it. It's not about how long you've been playing, how many years, how much money I've spent. And then you was talking about, a kid who is 9 years old and is tearing it up in the I-9 league or whatever league, you playing in the prime time or whatever, you may be the best, even if it's on the national. I'll use made hoops because that's the most current thing. So even if it's on a big national stage such as a made hoop, I've seen this happen so many times. You could be considered to be the best 8th grader in the country, but by the time you graduate high school, you're not top anything.
Mikey Williams.
And so some kids just are better younger. And some kids, as my guy bottle plug like to say, are greater later. It's just how it goes. And so I can't never tell a parent how much they should spend because scholarships aren't guaranteed. And then also, I would never tell a parent, if you pay me money, I can get you in at the school. I'm lying to you. If I start telling people to pay me money to get them in schools, I want y'all to befriend me. Don't y'all. I don't want y'all to have no type of associations with me no more. If I got a scheme, if I got a scheme to make some money, I don't want nobody to be around me because I don't want that to fall on nobody else. But no, you can't pay me any type of money to get you a scholarship. I can't do that. I'm sorry. You got to be talented enough. You have to be good enough. Only thing I can do is if I feel that you are good enough to play at a level, I can hit some coaches. Be like, hey, coach, man, you may want to check out so and so. But it's still up to them. It's still up to them to decide to take you.
Just think about how many kids with talent then got missed and passed over before.
And me and Mr. Stewart, who was on the show earlier, we was talking about this on the phone on Wednesday. There's a lot of kids who only play maybe 2 years of college anyway. And we was just going down the list, naming kids who were the dudes, and now they're not playing ball. But they're still 20, 21, 22 years old. They're still young enough to play college ball. They're not playing though.
Shout out DJ Stewart and Dylan Miles. Great examples of kids who played high-level basketball in the city and went on to other endeavors are still blessed and fortunate and doing whatever they want to do at a high level and what they're doing now. DJ Stewart has a top-tier media platform with what he does, and Dylan
Miles, the agent.
Yeah, he was just the PR guy at the Dallas Wings for the summer for an internship. So, Mr. Jordan, here's my answer. Is not as nice as Mr. Dave's. First and foremost, you should never spend more on an extracurricular activity more than you spend for your child's education. First and foremost, as a community, we need to just go ahead and say that. Like, if you spend $5 on basketball, $10 need to go to school. No matter what your economic standing is, because it don't matter if I get you to the league and you stupid enough to fuck it off and sign your rights over, like some of these NIL kids are doing. It don't matter if I get you there and you're still dumb. But with that being said, even if you do invest $200,000, $300,000, it doesn't matter because you did it for your kid, and hopefully that's what your kid wanted to do. Think about all the other people, rich people, my grandmother included, who paid for their kids to be band students, drama students, and then go pro in that. Like, it ain't no professional clarinet players. It is in the orchestra and the symphony, but a lot of them got a college degree, out of the deal from getting a band scholarship. And I say that we only trying to use athletic scholarships to cut down on the price of education, to go steal an education. The end of the day, we trying to get educations. We not preaching league. We not preaching elite level sports. No, for us and our community, we're just trying to bamboozle our kids in there, and maybe they could change their economic standing from what it used to be. That's all we trying to do. I think we really getting confused. Like, don't ask how much you should spend to get a college scholarship. Like, cause every kid is different. Like, some kids gonna have to pay for AAU basketball all their life, and they gonna get a scholarship. Some kids gonna play for free until their 11th grade year, and then might have to pay 1 year on the independent team, and then they got a scholarship. Everybody's path is different. There's no one quick way. But I guarantee you, if we have some basic principles on certain things, just like I was talking to Coach Pagan today, Trent Burns is a high-level intellectual basketball player. Chris McDermott is a high-level intellectual basketball player. Chris Ketchens is a high-level intellectual basketball player. These kids are getting recruited by Ivy League similar colleges. That's all we trying to do is change. Like, bro, ain't nobody saying league. Education. Go get you a $400,000 a year job, because I guarantee you $400,000 a year over 30, 40 years, 50 years is a lot better than maybe $3.7 million in your first 5-6 years in the league as a journeyman or playing overseas in Europe. And I'm not knocking that either. But you're gonna have to struggle, and it's gonna cost you money. But if you trying to figure out a coupon, it ain't no coupon. I tell kids all the time, you're not trying to drive 30 minutes in Houston to get better, you're not gonna be elite. You're not gonna go to the next level. Because if you don't want to drive to go get better, Lord knows. Like, bro, G-Day, we didn't went to Wichita, Texas on a wing and a prayer, covering basketball out here. Didn't know where we was gonna lay our head out here just grinding. And we did it. Y'all don't even got no work ethic, dog. Y'all don't even want to pull up the stuff that's in your own city. So you deserve some of the
Wichita Falls, where the speed limit go.
Man, that police man came out of nowhere.
And the speed limit go from 75 to 35. You know, normally it go like 75, 76. It count down. Boy, it dropped straight from 75 to 30. I know they make a killing every year with people coming in.
I looked at G-Day like, I know he not pulling over us. Like, nah, bro. The freeway is the freeway right there.
Yeah. It goes straight from freeway to city. Freeway to pew, you right there.
The cop came from one freeway to another freeway to come pull us over on a motorcycle, bro. It's nothing in Wichita, Texas for you to do all of that. Nothing. But we also seen what Kansas bring that boy Bryce Thompson via plane. What, he played the game and then flew to homecoming that night for his official visit. Yeah, dog. Like, you know, like sometimes you gotta put yourself in positions to be better and see better and do better. And if you're not gonna do that as a kid in this back, God, dog. D King just gonna D King. We are still shooting the show, my boy.
It's him and Rob, boy.
God, dog. I tried to talk over it. They steady chiming in.
And see, I couldn't even play it because the show kicked me off. I'm gonna play it now.
Y'all fighting just like y'all was doing. Fucking fight, bro. Kick his ass. Fight. Yeah, you can whoop, Zay. Nah, I know. Get up. Keep whooping them. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Bro, first of all,
that's D King and Rob.
First of all,
I already said which one I am. I already said which one I am.
First of all, that was a tragedy in the black community. Everybody needs to go to. Second of all them kids got CTE because it was just a bunch of helmets like that. Nah, did you see the old lineman in the back? Them niggas was like, nah, just pretend because we not finna do this. We not. We just go act like we.
Mr. Brown, I don't know what in the world kind of practice.
Always the wide receivers and the D-backs out here that's really trying to be.
I can't even call it a practice because everybody had different helmets on.
Different jerseys. Hey, them boys didn't have nothing matching but the helmet. That's it.
I don't even know why everybody was fighting. I don't know what that teaches. I honestly have no clue.
My man loaded up the camera and really was like, hold on. Y'all line up in offensive formation. All right, I'm recording. Go on, whoop his ass. Whoop his ass. What? What are we doing?
It's not funny, but it's
high-key hilarious. But the fact that they probably really thinking they teaching them kids.
That's the sad part.
That's the sad part.
It is.
What my boy Dick Vitale said when the Raptors got in the fight in Atlanta, take all the AAU coaching passes. They don't need. It's been fuck Dick Vitale ever since.
I mean, we definitely don't get no
$1 million. Don't
get no sponsorship. You
saying? Why? Bro, you and D King messed that up the first 5 minutes of the show. No, hey,
man, look, D King, he funny, bro. Like, what can I say about myself? G-Day know this about me. I research a lot of stuff before I talk about it. Now, I go out and talk about my team, but like, I ain't really finna just speak on subjects that I don't really know about. And I ain't gonna lie, it ain't really a lot of 25 to 45-year-old dudes that can out-talk me about like some sports stuff. And I ain't talking about because I don't have emotions in debates, right? I'm gonna come with some facts. So like that little argument he talking about, that's why I just text. Keep that same energy to the end because this is what people like D King and Willis, they do to me, right? They'll say something, right? And then they'll be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You dumb, blah, 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 blah. Then I'll wait, because I don't forget nothing. I'm the elephant man. You know that, Gary. I'll wait till like 8 months later when everybody done forgot about it and be like, hey, I'll see them at an event and be like, hey, remember you said such and such? Then the first thing they want to do is this. Oh, man, we ain't talking about that right now, bro. You the only one thinking about that. I hate that, bro. I absolutely despise that. Because what's going to happen is we're going to get to the end of the season, right? Texas going to hiccup a couple of times. They always do. This is your father's Texas. No. They're going to hiccup. They're going to hiccup somewhere. They always do. And then when they don't get to where they supposed to, and the Big 12 as a whole be looking shaky, and I bring it up, he ain't going to have that same energy on that topic, man. I'm telling you. It's a couple of
why you sounding like Birdman right there? Why you sounding? He ain't gonna like Rob.
You know how that same energy, bro. I don't duck no smoke, bro. You see it. We lost today, right? We got about 466 yards. I'm here with it. Boys don't support their teams when they lose. They hide. They don't come around. You don't hear them tweeting.
You know what, Rob? That boy Jacoby was tweeting me all goddamn preseason. Crickets today. Crickets. David Carr throwing the ball in the ground. He ain't tweet me at all today by my quarterback. That's all right, though.
He got whooped. His team got whooped so bad against Florida State, he started arguing with Taji about the NFL. They talk about college. He started bringing up the NFL. Man, put some on the NFL season. Man, your college team just lost, brother. Just take it.
Speaking of Bird, man, before we get out of here, shout out to BG, man. BG just got out. He did an 11-year stint, man. BG was one of my favorite rappers. Shout out to BG, man. Before we go, man, shout out to Coach Prime as well, man. Colorado. I think all of us are fans of Colorado right now. More so fans of Coach Prime, but shout him out, man, doing what nobody expected him to do, man.
What makes you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you could do to me. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what would change? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you, long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not playing to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good. Message for the youngsters out there and the old school, not old fools.
Say, Brian, that boy Dion. Hey, if you don't like Dion, I don't like you. Like that, we just go ahead and draw the sand in the line.
Before we go, man, we got preseason jam. It's coming up September 23rd at the MI3 Center. Make sure y'all pull up. Schedule will be dropping next Sunday. We're gonna do it live on the show, of course. Drop the schedule for the preseason jam. Also, if you have not registered yet, make sure that you register for the Prospect Expo. Registration deadline is October 1st. Mr. Brown, man, you could tell some of them kids in the Austin area if they want to register. Hey, more than glad to have them. They can come down here. It's a combine, as well as they'll put up about 100 shots in a matter of 4 minutes. We test them. We put them through it. They get 2 scrimmage games back to back, and we sent kids home tired last year and fatigued because you're supposed to work hard in basketball. We do evaluations. We give evals on every single kid. We make up profiles for them for college coaches that they're able to go see, check out everything, GPA, stats of the season, high school information, the high school coach phone number, AAU coach phone number, any highlight reels that they have, as well as our evaluations, all that. So make sure y'all get y'all kids registered for the Prospect Expo as well, man. Y'all got any final words?
No, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Once again, we grateful, dog. We really grateful.
Yes. Rob, you got nothing?
Man, bless somebody this week, man. I always go out my way to try to bless somebody, man. Be a blessing this week. Hey, man, it's a real dude birthday this week. That'd be me. You know what I'm saying? Send your boy a birthday shout out. I don't even want no money. Just send me a shout out, man.
That's how you know Rob 50, because he don't want no money on his birthday.
Hey, man, I look good for 50, though.
Yeah, 50.
But no, we appreciate everybody for tuning in once again, man. Until the next time, as Rob said, be a blessing to somebody. Pay it forward. It don't always have to be financially. It could be kind words of wisdom. Help somebody some way, some fashion, somehow, man. Be a blessing to somebody, man. But until the next time, we out, man. We'll see y'all on Sunday. Shot clock. Peace.